I have an update for you on the mass shooting that occurred in Manhattan earlier this evening. New York City Mayor Eric Adams just held a press conference moments ago where they're still finishing that up with questions. Now, this occurred at 345 Park Ave in Midtown Manhattan. A total of 5 people were shot. 4 people did not make it. They did lose their lives. One of those individuals who lost their lives was an officer of the New York Police Department. He was married with 2 young boys. His wife is pregnant with a third on the way. Now, of the 3 remaining victims who lost their lives, 2 of them were males and 1 was a female. There is also another male who is still fighting for his life in the hospital as we speak. The shooter, as I shared earlier, took his own life. Now, New York City Police Commissioner Tisch shared some additional specific information, which I'll share with you now. At 6:28 p.m., they received multiple 911 calls that there was an active shooter at 345 Park Ave. Now, after reviewing surveillance in the area, they saw a male getting out of a black BMW. He had an M4 assault rifle in his right hand. He immediately went into the building and he opened fire at an officer. And then he continued to walk through the lobby, firing in the lobby, spraying the lobby with gunfire while he walked over towards the elevator. When he arrived at the elevator, a woman was getting out of the elevator who he left unharmed. He got into the elevator and he took the elevator to the 33rd floor where he took additional victims and he took his own life. Now, the shooter has been identified as Shane Devon Tamura. He's from Las Vegas, Nevada. He's 27 years old. The vehicle, the BMW he got out of, is registered to him. In the vehicle, they found his rifle case with rounds, a loaded revolver, ammunition, magazines, a backpack with medications prescribed to him. They checked the locations of where his car, the GPS, where his car had traveled since leaving Las Vegas. On July 26, he drove through Colorado. He drove then through Nebraska on July 27th. Today, he ended up in Columbia, New Jersey, where he was last seen around 4 p.m. before arriving in New York City. Now, the motive is still unclear. They have absolutely no idea why he chose this particular building, the 33rd floor, as a target. They have no idea. They're still investigating. They did say that he had some mental health problems. And of course, they're not releasing the remaining victims' names because they need to notify the families, but they're also continuing to investigate. So I will keep you updated with this terrible, terrible tragedy. And my heart goes out to all of the victims and their families and friends. I will keep you updated. Please like, follow, and share so that I can continue to provide you with content. And I appreciate you being here.